Well, my father always encouraged me to drink tomato juice. The question is today, I mean, the old tomatoes of old were really, really great, I think, and they were mostly probably organic. But the question is, what's the difference between an organic tomato juice and a non-organic can of tomato juice? 1 second, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. Thanks.
And this says here on this can, which we think is the bad one today. I mean,
All right.
Shokuen Mutenka, what does that say?
Okay, so salt, but now let me look at the active ingredients. They only use tomato, so salt-free and additives-free. But you gotta be careful. This is not the organic tomato. In other words, like kale, strawberries, and tomato, they're being sprayed with glyphosate and pesticides and on and on and on. So you basically, we're gonna have to sacrifice ourselves to drinking the
So you're saying is traces
poisonous.
of glyphosate is
Yes.
going to go into our system if we
so
open
tomato juice made from that kind of tomato. That's why we recommend the organically certified.
this. Okay.
The government stamp right? So tomato juice. So, but we're gonna have to taste the differences between these inorganic and organic tomato juices. Okay, so I'm gonna shake this up, right?
And on a scale of, on
Yeah.
a scale of what, because these things are not always available so easily. On a scale of 1 to 10, how the bad one that I love to drink so often.
Ubiquitous.
Yes, ubiquitous around the place. But what is the scale? Is it like damage-wise? Is it like if you drink too much orange juice, obviously from the cheap company, that's going to damage you. But isn't tomato juice a bit better than that? Isn't it?
No, because orange less likely being sprayed. They still use some pesticides, but tomato and kale and strawberries are the one mostly spread a lot. That's why I do not.
And
recommend.
somehow there's some extra. I mean, these taste really good. There's some extra flavoring of some kind in there, isn't there?
Well, the flavoring, I don't know where that flavoring comes from. That's the question. That's the secret part of the food industries. I don't trust them. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think I do. From what
Because
I've heard from neither I these days.
In comparison to the organic one, inorganic one not only killing, it's not only good, but it's the killing the nutritious value up to 90%. Do you want to drink that kind of thing? That's why we're gonna do the showdown, the tasting.
Just 1 second before the showdown, because this is really vital. I mean,
That's important.
It's easy to say you shouldn't be drinking this one that I drink quite a lot of because it reminds me of my father. But the question is
Okay.
price. The old bloody question of price.
So this one I paid 90 yen, roughly 85 cents. This one I paid about 120 yen. That's about $1.10, maybe $1. So it's not that much difference.
It doesn't seem to be too bad. And on here, I want another question for you. It's talking about something about blood pressure there. Takame no blood pressure. Oh, reduce
blood pressure.
Reducing the blood pressure.
And
So this claim
increasing-
is to reduce the blood pressure when I drink this one, which is supposed to
Well, if it's organic, yes, it does. But it's not, since it's not, no.
be. So what you're saying, Kaz, is this is a lie on this can?
I'm afraid so. So do your own diligence.
I
okay?
mean, yeah, and also it's saying it's.
Because
Is that saying something about producing good cholesterol on there?
Well,
It's
okay,
got
if it's-
good cholesterol written on the can?
If this is organic, absolutely yes, but still, most consumers are not double checking how did the tomato grown with.
How was it grown?
Right. And don't hesitate to contact the manufacturers, okay? I'm not here to smash anybody, but
And
because
this is the part
consumers-
that I
yeah.
find a little bit, I'm sorry to the company, but it says tomato 100%. And I'm always a little bit dubious when people say tomato 100%.
No shuku tomato means, no shuku means highly concentrated.
Yeah.
So highly concentrated inorganic tomato means highly concentrated glyphosate as well. Do you want that?
That is the bottom line.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. So, having said the facts, we still have to go to the tasting part to see. Okay, you're going to do a tiny bit of damage to yourself if you drink this one, not eat it. If you drink this one, but what about taste-wise? Let's see what the taste difference is. Let's try the ordinary one first of all.
Shake it but not stir, right? The James Bond movie, right? So,
Yeah, and
martini.
we do understand that companies have to make money, so
you make your own decisions, right? We give you some infos, and then
you make a decision on what you're going to do next, yeah?
all right.
Okay, so here we go.
So beforehand, smell test.
Yeah, it smells like a tomato a little bit.
It is.
Yeah, it is
does.
a little bit.
I smell the celery.
Celery, can I say that right? Let me just,
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe a trace of celery or something, yeah.
Maybe because now the tomato juice, vegetable juice, right? Tomato-based vegetable juice, probably is from same plant. Anyway, so
Okay.
do you want more?
No, that'll do.
That'll do, right? Because we just
Okay.
all right. So
There we go.
combine.
We'll compare at the same time. Here's to us, and let's hope it's not going to kill us. Okay. Well, for something that says 100% concentrated tomato, it seems a bit thin on tomato.
It is.
I feel like I was diddled.
Yeah.
Slightly diddled. I mean, not that much. I mean, I got something. Well, I suppose I got my money's worth. What you pay is what you get, I suppose.
Correct.
I mean, I don't feel... Diddled is probably not the good word here. A bit... I don't know. Diddled, yeah, that's all I can think of.
Yes.
So how did you feel after drinking that one?
I've been drinking organic tomato juice for, years. Something is blocking the real energy, real horsepower that supposed to have.
And I haven't, okay? So
That's why
I've just sort of
we're
started...
gonna taste the better one to
Because
see how it goes.
he's trying to convince me that the organic one. And what's the difference in price again? About in yen? So how much more
So
is
90 yen
versus
120.
one? Not much difference, really, from a man's point of view. Maybe women say 30 yen is a lot, but
But you can, it's only a few cents a difference, a few yens a difference. So I know those of you complaining this is too pricey, you can cut down your other things. Like instead of ordering the fully loaded coffee drinks at the certain coffee shops, names are not important. You can, instead of spending, some money on that kind of stuff, you spend more money on this.
okay then.
Yeah.
Without further ado,
Okay, so-
here goes with the other cups.
Yes, so
shake it up a
Mr.
bit.
Hikari, thank you, Mr. Organic. Okay, so this one, again, additives free.
Additives free. It says
And then it
same.
said Yuki tomato shio. Yuki means organic. Tomato or tomato in North America.
Shio means less.
Shio means used.
Oh, used.
We use
yeah.
used, made,
Shioja.
basically made with organic tomato. Okay? And then, okay, this one is concentrated too. But see, this is the one, this is the tomato should be taste like. This is the real tomato juice. So showdown time, okay?
Okay. I mean,
Slippery. I don't know why. But here, can I open it?
yeah, sure.
All right. So
Okay, I mean,
Here's to yeah. I'm gonna put time. I want you to.
okay, tastes a
Hold on,
lot,
hold
yeah.
on, hold on. You know what?
Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe it looks a bit richer. I'm not sure.
You know what? Let's do comparisons before we're gonna drink. I have to do that again, but So, Inorganic, organic.
Okay.
By the way, we never get sponsored by a beer maker. Okay, we're just using for nostalgic purpose. Okay, so
Okay.
all right.
You go ahead first. I want to see your reaction first, and I'll go second.
And then I'm gonna show you the color differences. Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
You know, this one looks a little thicker.
Well, it's slightly browner. I don't know if that's my imagination or not.
Let's do the smell test, fragrance test.
A little bit thin.
You know, this one, organic one, has more flavor bursting. What do you say?
I think so.
Then, you know what? Let's drink it. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. I'll try the...
Okay, you know what? One thing I can say to you,
Oh,
I taste the sweetness. This one doesn't.
it feels like something is breaking up in my mouth.
This one,
and spreading around.
it's like, this one, both are let's say, equally concentrated. But this one had more sweetness.
Yeah, I feel like I've got to lick round the back of my teeth and collect it all, but this one doesn't spread out in the mouth. See, this one...
This is good. Because I eat live or fresh organic tomatoes on daily basis. Do you
Lack of
taste-
depth in
Yes.
in this one, the inorganic one, there's a lack
This
of
one is
depth.
fully bodied.
But this one, it seems like it breaks up in the mouth and spreads out or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like it's broken in. Yeah, it feels like a
I don't want to.
breaks up into small pieces in your mouth, and you feel a full tomato. Well, all I can say is a full tomato flavor.
And then I don't know. And maybe I'm the only one, but even say there's no salt added, but I feel this is too salty for me. I don't know.
It's something very
Maybe
different.
something wrong with me or whatnot. But all I can say, the one I tried, it's like a wine that's fully bodied, versus this. This has the proper taste. This one doesn't. So
I'd agree with
we
that.
invite you to taste for yourself. Doesn't have to be from these manufacturers, you know. So yeah,
See the difference. I mean, that's something you might not think about so often. The difference between an inorganic can of tomato juice and an organic can of tomato juice. Which would you choose? In Japan here, it's only a slightly bit more. It seems, why not just go for the good one if you can get it?
yes.
The
And
trouble is it available? Is it something? I mean, can you find this Hikari brand easily? I haven't seen it.
now
So.
in Japan, this one is a Japanese firm, right? Both Kagome and Hikari. But no, Hikari, you only can buy at a certain places, like organic food store or health food store.
That's the
But
thing.
the thing is, finally, so certain regular supermarkets start selling Hikari products.
So as Hikari expands, and hopefully,
I hope
we'll
so.
be the one given the contract to support them.
I don't mind. We don't mind.
We don't mind if we do.
We'll be
But-
happy to chug the organic juice for you. Yeah.
That's right, because the old, Hikari, I think it means like a lightning, doesn't it?
Lightning. Yes.
So here's the-
Bright food.
So instead of showing the darkness, let's introduce Hikari juice, lightning juice, tomato juice that you should really consider juggling down.
Yeah, thank you, Hikari-san.
From now on, thank you, Hikari. That's all I can say. I mean, I always like the name Hikari.
Yes.